Okie dokie. I think we will probably get going just because it's pretty much 5 past. So everyone should be in by now. Okay, excellent, guys. Welcome to another Tuesday night session. We're on to a new block, which means new things. So trying to change up as much as I can. But let's get started with our warm-up. So heading onto the floor, and we're going to start off with scorpion. So down on our front, all the way down onto the floor, 10 scorpions, kicking as far out to the side as you can. I think I've chosen a bad place to do this. Okay. So 10, just moving into that spine, wakening it up, getting it ready for our session, ironing out any of those cracks, those creaks that are happening. So 10 in total. And then meet me in a child's tabletops just so I can see where we are. Okay. So next one, we've done this before. We're going to flow from child's pose, but we're going to arch ourselves over and then come into upward facing dog. So really flowing through the spine, pushing through into each position for 10. So arching the back as much as you can when you ripple forward and back. 10. In total. Good work. So flowing your way through that. And then once you've done that, meet me again in a tabletop position just so I can see where we are. Okay, good. We're going to do thread the needle now, but we're doing it a little bit differently today. So I want you to thread your arm through, but take the other arm and open it up towards the ceiling, and then come back through, change over. Other hand, opening up to the ceiling. So we're going to do 10 like that. So opening all the way up. Big stretch. Reaching as far back as you can. So 10 of our thread the needle. Good work. Reaching all the way up, super good. And then once we've done that, we're going to come up into downward dog position. We're going to do kind of a toe tap activity, but I'm going to take my opposite hand to opposite leg, grab onto the calf, and then just look up to the ceiling, and then back through, swap over. So using the hand on the calf to just open all the way around. So really pulling on the calf. Again, going for 10 of those. In total of downward dog calf grabs, and then meet me in a seated position once you've done 10 of those, and just come into the 90-90 position. So we've done this one quite a lot now. Nice tall seat, left foot on top of right thigh or other way, whichever you start with, coming round. And then driving the hips through for 10. Yep, that's it. Some of you have got it already. So getting the mobility through the hips, warming up the glutes. Remember, nice tall body the whole time for 10. So making your way through 10. And then next position, coming up into Spider-Man. So right foot to right hand. But you're just gonna stay here and take 10 rocks forward and back. So nice gentle movement, just coming through the foot, but just rocking back and forward for 10. And then swap over. Other side, little gentle rocks back and forward. And then coming over to the other side again, so the right hand side, you'll need to watch what I'm doing for this one. From our Spider-Man position, we're going to rise the arm up and over, drop our hip down to the floor and reach to the back of the room with a hand. Then pushing through the foot, come back into that position. We're going to take 5 each side. So dropping down to the hip, you might need to adjust a wee bit. 5 each side. Just reaching as far as you can to the back of the room and then cartwheeling the hand back. Swap over. And then once you're done, just come over to the screen. I'll quickly put the session up and then we can get started. So I will just quickly send that in just now. Okay, so don't worry about the little notes there. I'll explain it anyway. So tonight's session, we're going to do a bit of complex training. Which means that we're going to do exercises one after the other, no rest, for our round, and we're going to repeat it for a few rounds. So tonight we have 5 rounds of 5 deadlifts into 5 bent over rows and then 5 overhead push press. So this is when you're going to need your backpacks for this activity. So like I said, you go straight into it, so no rest. So starting off, we practice our good deadlift position. So nice straight back at the bottom, driving through the legs. So remember, the bag doesn't have to touch the floor. Mine does just because it's got a bit of weight in it. But usually we'd be sitting about here with a bar anyway. So don't have to go all the way down to the floor. So 5 of those. And then just straightening the legs into bent over row. So it really is just merging into each other. And then overhead press, we move to the side. Bag up to, I'm going to have to bend the legs, so excuse me. But pushing overhead. So I think I might have said in the description earlier that it was a push press, but we're just going to restrict it to, well, yeah, I wrote overhead push press. Push press is actually with some momentum and bending your knees into it, but we're just going to restrict it. So you're just using your arms to push the bag overhead. So don't use momentum when it comes to that, okay? So all of those, I'll do them along with you and we can rest together after each round, but we've got 5 rounds of those. It might get quite tiring. This is what we're going for. Usually we do it with a bit more weight, but we work with what we have. So guys, are there any questions at all? There's your moment. No? Okay, perfect. Right, guys. Well, we will get going in 20 seconds, so set yourself up, grab your bag. Like I said, I'll do it along with you, so I will be resting with you as well. Okay, we are going in 10 seconds. So deadlift into bent over row, and then overhead press. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Remember, deadlift is just the action of standing up. Forget about what is in front of you. So 5, and then straightening the legs, bent over row, keeping the elbows tucked into your side. And then from here, taking the bag up into front squat position, pushing overhead. Remember, it's a strict push, do not use your legs. 5 of those. And then we rest. So we will take 30 seconds rest from there, nice and quick. Gonna power through this one. I definitely need to add more weight to my bag, but I think I'm too late now. So we are actually going in 10 seconds again. So try to stay with me. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Back to deadlift. Really nice, guys. It's looking good. Lovely positions with the spines. That's really good. Enter bent over row, elbows tucked in. Squeeze in the shoulder blades at the back. And then into overhead press. Okay, taking rest there. If anyone needs to grab a bit more weight for their bag, now is the time. I will wait for you. I'm going to do it as well. Yeah, we get a wee bit extra so I can grab a bit more weight. So 2 seconds. Okay. Right, we will go in 20 seconds. So we've got a wee bit of extra rest there. Okay. Heading into round 3. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Ooh. If you have a bar, can you use that? Yes, of course you can. So if you're fortunate enough to have a bar, please use it. I actually do have one. I just didn't want to make you all jealous. So then going into bent over row. So yeah, if you have the equipment to do so, please use it. And then overhead press. Ooh. Okay, and then taking 30 seconds rest from there. Good job, everybody. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you have the equipment, definitely use it. I think most of you will be working with a bag, so that's absolutely fine. And we're going again in 15 seconds into round 4, so 2 more rounds to go. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good positions. Keep them going. Don't change anything. Bend over row. Good job, and then finishing off overhead press. Oh, God. Try and drive it straight up. I am not doing that because I'm avoiding the straps of my bag. Okay, 30 seconds before we head into the final round. And then we will move on to our next block of exercises. So just getting us moving a little bit differently tonight. In 10, last one, in 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good job. Good positioning. Last exercise. Overhead press. Getting the full range every time. Arms straight above the head. And then place your weights on the floor. Good job, everybody. Okay, just grab a little drink there. We'll just take a wee break in between. So I think next week, I already know this, we could probably up the reps for that. We all did really well there. So the next part is our kind of balance strength section of the session. And it's really important here to stay on that single leg as much as you can. So how it's going to work is we're going to go 3 rounds per leg of 5 of our single leg deadlifts. I've written RDL there, but single leg deadlifts, and 5 curtsy squats. So I'll just quickly demonstrate what I'm expecting here. So we've done single leg deadlifts almost every single week, so we know what to expect here. So excuse my terrible balance, but you're going to go through 5 single leg deadlifts. So pretend I have done 5. And then staying on that foot, you're going to come in to 5, whoa, 5 curtsy squats. So dropping the bum down. You might have to put your foot down, that is okay. But try and stay on that single leg between the exercises, okay? So try and stay on it. It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of balance, but that's what we're going for. So 5 single leg deadlifts, 5 curtsy squats, and then you're going to swap over and do the other leg, and then you're going to have a little break, and then go for round 2, and then same again, round 3. So does everyone understand what we are doing there? Any questions? No? Amazing. Okay, guys, well, we will go in 15. So I, again, will be doing this along with you. So hopefully we can time the rest together. So we'll go in 10 seconds. So it doesn't matter what leg you start off with. We're going to be doing both per round. And we're going in 5 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So still taking your time as we go through this, focusing on everything we usually do, keeping the hips square, trying not to let them flare out to the side as we do it. The calves will burn during this, I can tell you that. And then get yourself on the standing leg, straight into the curtsy squats. You can use your hands for balance out the front. So this is a little bit of a hybrid between pistol squats and just normal squat. So 5, really working that, amazing. Okay, give the leg a wee shake, and then on to the next leg. So swapping over RDLs or single leg deadlifts. Again, you can use something to balance at the front. If you've got your water bottle nearby, if you've got a weight, do it, use it, help yourself out. So 5, and then get your balance, hold on that single leg, and then into your curtsy squats. Pushing that leg out to the side, pushing the bum back. The toes will probably be curling down onto the floor to try and keep balance. Calves on fire. And once you've done 5, shake the legs out. And I will see where we're at so we can take some rest. And I think we will take some rest from here. So about 40 seconds. So 40 seconds in between each round, just because the legs are going to be burning. It was my favourite thing to watch you guys do balance last week, so I couldn't miss it out again. I think that's something we all can improve on. Okay, guys, we're going in 20 seconds for round 2. So back to that starting leg in 10. Final shakes before we get going. 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Just gonna move myself over, I think. So now we've got a bit of fatigue in the muscles. It's gonna get harder from here, so just hold on with that technique. Making sure you're going as far as you can every time. Testing that balance, testing that strength. Giving yourself a moment before you continue on to the curtsy squats. A wee bit of a wobble here and there. Arms flying everywhere. That's what we love to see. Amazing. Really good. And then just give that leg a wee shake. Give yourself a couple of seconds and then swap over other leg. I think you'll probably have a favourite leg. I actually don't know what mine is. I think it might be my left one. I think it's feeling more balanced today. Nope, I proved myself wrong there. So a wee bit of a reset and then curtsy squat. Good point of reference, try and look forward and not what your feet are doing. I said that as I fell over, but I'm trying to multitask here. And then once you've done both legs, and once I see where we're at, okay, another 40 seconds from here, and we will get started on round 3. So 40 seconds, 30 seconds now to round 3. And then it'll be time for some core. Okay. In 10 seconds, so back to that starting leg. Holding that balance, getting ready to go. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Hold it, hold it. Really good job. You know what? I think because you guys are doing super well, we will add an extra round. So this is our second last round. Sorry to anyone that's very disappointed there. But that is our second last round. So we'll have one more after this. So keep it up. Don't let the technique go down the drain. And then swap over legs. Excellent. Hinging at the hips for our single leg deadlift. If you need a point of reference, have your hands on your hips so you can feel exactly what they're doing. You can feel if they're opening up. The balance stuff is definitely something I wanted to keep up when I stopped swimming, but I never did. And that is why I can't walk on cobbled streets normally. So keep up your balance work. Okay, shake off the legs. 40 seconds. I promise this is the last round. I promise I won't add an extra one. So keep it going, keep smiling. You're doing well. 40 seconds. And 20 seconds to go. Last round. Okay, set yourself up, 10 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, 1, last round. Steady as it goes. A good one with the single leg deadlift, just to pretend that you're grabbing onto the starting block, but that you're just standing on one leg. So if you need some visualization, that might work for you. Good work. Finishing off with curtsy squat. And then give the legs a shake. Come back to the screen and I will go over our core exercises. This is looking really good. Well done, guys. And when you're done, just head over. Really, really excellent work. So our core, I haven't actually put it up here, but I'll be doing it along with you, so I'll just call it out as we go. So tonight's exercises, we're back to our 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, so nice and hard. Our first exercise is plank saws, so it's probably not what you think. It's actually very similar to the warm-up exercise we did, coming down onto the forearms, and you're just going to slowly rock back and forward. So very small movement, nice and controlled, but after a couple of seconds, it gets quite hard. So plank saws or plank rocks, and then you're going to need your cushion. So grabbing a cushion, we're going to go into V-sits with the cushion. So it's giving us something to focus on. So meeting in the middle, grabbing onto the cushion, and then putting the cushion back in the feet, coming back down, grab the cushion. So swapping it from your hands to your feet every time. So it means you're coming all the way up. And then just holding on to your cushion, we'll then go into some Russian twists. So tapping each side. Remember, the only thing that's moving is the upper body. The hips don't sway side to side. They're rock solid. It's just the body that's moving around that center position. And then finally we have penguins. We've done this before. I still to this day don't know why they're called penguins, but bringing the feet flat down on the floor, knees up, and you're going to touch the insides of the feet. The key to this is to try and keep your feet nice and close together, so you've got quite far around to tap. So touching the insides of the feet, keeping the body up off of the ground. Okay, so those are our exercises this evening, everybody. And we're going to do 2 rounds as always. Let me just grab my timer and then we can get started. So starting off in plank saw, we're actually going in 5 because I started the timer. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So rocking back and forward, nice stable position. So up into the toes and then back. Grounding through the elbows and the hands. And keep the breathing up halfway. Good job. Good positioning. Last 10. Feel that core burning already. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, rest there. Grabbing your cushion. Shuffling around onto your back. And you can start with that cushion either in your hands or on your feet. I'm going to start on my feet. And we're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So V-sit with our cushion. 40 seconds. It's going to be quite hard. Okay. halfway there. I have a hair in my eye.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. I am 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Next one, Russian twist. I have 20 seconds to get a hair out of my eye. Oh, wow. In 10. Russian twist in 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Stable position, tapping each side. Working the oblique muscles, the sides of the abs. Halfway, nice long bodies, dragging that head away to create some space.
10 seconds.
In 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Onto the backs for penguins. So grounding the feet down flat on the floor. Try and walk the feet in so they're touching. And tapping the insides of the feet. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So it's just a side-to-side movement, reaching as far as you can round to the inside of the foot and tapping it.
Halfway there.
Halfway.
Ten seconds.
Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Round back onto the front. Round 2. Final round. Back to our plank rocks or plank saws. Down onto the elbows. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Stable position, rocking back and forward. Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Holding on. Final 10.
10 seconds.
5, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Grabbing the cushion, V-sit. This is probably the hardest one, guys, so you can do it. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Halfway.
Seconds.
10 to go. 3, 2, 1. And then coming up for a Russian twist. So on to our bums for this one in 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. My legs are cramping. Is anyone else's legs cramping? Or is it just me? Holding that good high quality positioning.
Halfway there.
Halfway. In 10. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Final exercise of the session. We have penguins onto our backs. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Last one. Side to side. Halfway.
Ten seconds.
In 5, 3, 2, 1. Lie on your back, rest there. And then come up to seated. Just very quickly, does anyone have any stretches for me or any areas they want to work on this evening? Just give me any clues, that would be good. So any areas of the body, any stretches you can think of, just quickly put them in the chat. Amazing. Keep them coming. Really good. Okay. Right. I think, okay, we've got some requests, a lot of lower body kind of ideas. So we're actually going to start off in butterfly position. So butterflying the feet. So feet touching, knees dropped out to the side. And we're just going to come into kind of a forward fold. So just folding over as much as you can to feel that stretch in the hips. Some of you might be able to put your elbows onto the floor, but just rest the hands wherever you're feeling the stretch. So folded butterfly for this one. Just getting right into the hips as we start our stretches. And just holding here for a little bit longer, seeing what your body can do. Can it move further forward? And then walking the hands back up towards the body. We're going to come into a bit of a twist, but it might do your legs some favors. So I'll just go sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Coming down onto the backs, you're going to bring both knees up and then put them to the side. Now you can actually put the lower leg on top of the leg on top. So my left leg is on the bottom, but my left foot is on top of my right knee. And then you're going to look over to the right hand side. So away from that stretch there. So don't worry if the knees can't come down, that's fine. So just holding on there. Just going to take a quick look at the chat, see if there's anything else. No, okay. So just holding there for another 10 seconds in our lying twist. And then come back to center. We're going to swap over So the knees come over to the left-hand side, the right-hand side, sorry. And we're going to take the right leg on top of left, and hands come out to the side, looking to the left-hand side. Last couple of seconds here. And then unraveling yourself, coming up into a seated position, nice and tall. We're going to take one of our side bends. So dropping the elbow down, the left elbow down onto the mat, and then reaching all the way over to the wall. Feel free to really open up, and you can actually look up to the ceiling. And it just opens the chest and the shoulder out, whilst reaching over your head. So stretching as much as you can. And then big deep breath in as we come back to center, and then swapping over to the other side. So right hand comes down, left arm reaches over. And opening up as much as you want in that top shoulder. Last little bit on this side. And then coming back to center. And just before we finish, we'll take some seated cat-cows. So wrapping the hands round the front and pushing the hands away. And then pulling the arms back, cactusing them just to bend into the spine. And moving forward again, pushing all the way. And then opening up the chest. We'll do 2 more of those. So rounding the spine, pushing the hands away, tucking the chin in, and then opening all the way up. 1 more. Stretching forward, and then opening up, and then bringing the hands down. And that is you guys finished for this evening. Thank you so much for coming along again. And thank you for all your efforts. I will see you guys at the weekend.